Hey, my Legion, how y'all doing today? I'm back with another review of another sci-fi movie, shark movie, called Zombie Shark. And then later on in the video, I'm going to be reviewing a movie called Let's Go to Prison. I guess they started Sharknado Week. I didn't know about that till last night. And there's a whole bunch more shark movies. I might be able to review one more tonight, and then that's it for a while because I got too much stuff going on the work nights. Uh, and basically, this is just a review of Zombie Shark, and I don't know if it was a premiere at 5 o'clock, 7 o'clock, but yeah, I want to. Tony mentioned something about that last night. Let me show you that. My friend Tony Talent. Let me see in that thing. Because he commented on that Lavalantula. Yeah, okay. It says right at the bottom, it says, look out for Zombie Shark on Syfy tomorrow. That should be fun. And then he put sarcasm in parentheses. Yeah, Zombie Shark's pretty bad. I mean, it's actually really lame. Basically, it starts out with you see a little bit of a shark attack, and then it goes to this bar, and then it looked like they were going to be in the bar for the rest of the movie, like they did in Swamp Shark. But at least in Swamp Shark, they tried a little bit harder to make a good movie. And this one, they have no named characters, and they're all incredibly boring. And basically, this guy wants to take his girlfriend, and she has three sisters, right? And they're all nice looking. To take his girlfriend out to this, like a little resort type thing. And he says more like camping, his little cabin thingy. And he said he's going to get a discount, but it's only available for like 4 people. So he invited her 2 other nice looking sisters to go. And like his mother, their mother was mad, saying, "You're not going to take my girls, better be careful with my girls," and stuff like that. And he said, well, and then when he was walking away, they had something on the news about some storm happening on the island. Well, anyways, they go up on this speedboat, like a regular boat, up to the island, and then they said that there's one section of the island is for rich people, and there are sections for like the regular lower income or somewhat middle class people, and that's where they went to. And they went to this place that's vacant, and all of a sudden this guy comes in. Well, there was this old guy that with a beard, and then the owner of the place chased him off, and it was this African American guy. And basically all he did was do a Kenan Thompson impersonation the whole movie with joking and stuff like that. Pretty much exactly like Kenan Thompson. You know, it's not him. And basically, a whole bunch of this shark washes ashore that got bit by another shark. And all of a sudden his eyes are like black, and then all of a sudden they turn to gray, and then when they turn to gray, he becomes a zombie, and he ends up eating the one guy that you thought was going to be a star of the movie, which was good because he was annoying. Everybody in this movie is really lame, and they don't give the movie any type of excitement, not that you'd find much in this one at all, and most of the CGI is terrible. And apparently the sharks, there's this test subject named Bruce, and when Bruce bites another shark, and Bruce is what they called the mechanical shark in the original Jaws. So I mean, if you know your shark movies, that was kind of lame too. And if he bites another shark, they become zombies, and then they find out they bite people. The people become zombies, and the people zombies, human zombies, are really lame at. I mean, they don't even try. There was a couple, and they're like half-ass or below half-ass Walking Dead zombies. They're awful. They're terrible. They're like zombie rejects. And this whole that, like I said, the CGI is terrible. Like they have underwater shots of like the zombie sharks feeding, and they look like the underwater is like basically the water's pink, and they look like little paper cutoffs going like this to the body, like that. It's awful. There's a couple of scenes where CGI is okay, but for the most part, it's awful, downright terrible. And there's like this one like medical research place for the army, this army base offshore, and then they've been closed down since the 70s. And then apparently they opened up and they were doing experimentations, and they said they were trying to regenerate flesh for soldiers and stuff. And then that's how and they were using sharks. And that's how the whole zombie thing started. Oh, someone's at the door. Hold on! Yeah, I'm back. Yeah, it was my neighbor who's been helping me out a lot. His apparently he had a problem with his old motorcycle, and he was telling me the whole thing. He went down to Albee because he's been having problems with his motorcycle. This is an old motorcycle he always had problems with, not his other one. He has two, and from '88. And he said he was just going to go down to Albee, not far, and then it conked out on him. He had to get his old truck and load it up on the truck, and some people in Albee helped him. He came knocking on the door and asked if I could help unload the truck, along with him and another name named Jimmy. He's a pretty cool guy. Uh, so we took that off. That's a heavy son of a bitch, and we had it on the ditch up there, and it would be angled like this, and there was like a little ramp with metal, and we flipped it on there, and he got on to back it up, and we had to hold the two sides to hold it up from the bed of the truck and pull it down, and we got the second tire, the first tire off, the back tire, and then it started to bend, and then the whole ramp bent. So we were like, oh crap. And then he got off the motorcycle, and then we finally took the whole thing down. And that thing was heavy, and we had to try to maneuver that and at least push it back to the road. Because if you've seen the trailer park, there's like a big thing of pasture. That's where he was on to take it off and then put it on the road. And then the guy said he was going to we were going to push it all the way up, and that would have been like, that would have been pretty tough. And then the one guy, Jim, said he was going to get his tractor. And so I just stayed there with the thing, and then he drove his truck back, and then the guy came down with the tractor, and he hooked it up with a towing line around and then he got it, and it was easy to take it back up to the guy's trailer, right? And then he took the thing off, and then he took his trailer, and then he said, well, take it in. Nice meeting you. Because I never met the guy before. A lot of the neighbors I don't meet because everyone keeps to themselves. You know, and I don't go out. I mean, I just don't have the time to go out of my way and introduce myself. Because I've been here since November. I mean, my dad moved here in November '90, and then I've been here for a while. And I just don't know most neighbors. But I know Doug, that's the guy I'm helping. And then he went there, and he said he wanted to. We walked it up to right where his trailer, and then he wanted to take the battery out, and then we walk into a shed, and that's what I did. I helped him out because he's been helping me out a lot, so I want to help him out, and that's what it's all about: neighbors helping neighbors, friends helping friends. Okay, well, that's what happened. That's real life interrupting. Well, not interrupting, but I'm glad I could do it for my buddy. Interrupting, well, not interrupting, but in the middle of the review, and then I was talking about. I'll back the review of the crappy zombie shark. I bet you don't see any other videos with a guy I'm having to help someone. Well, out of breath. That thing was heavy. And basically, it was that military base, and then the lady who played the scientist, all she did was like make faces like Chloe did on 24, but she was a horrible actress. And they're just saying they're trying to make regenerative parts for soldiers on the field, and they're using sharks because their anatomy is supposed to be similar to humans. And that's how the whole zombie shark got created and stuff. And like I said, the whole movie's lame as hell. It's, you know, because sometimes you'll see fun zombie shark movies, and then sometimes you'll see movies like this, like a one-time viewing. Probably not the worst one. Shark Week was probably one of the worst ones. That was awful. But this one's pretty bad. I'd probably give this a 3 out of 10. It's like a one-time view, and I won't watch it again. If you guys want to check it out and see how lame it is for yourself, that's fine. And then what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get a shower and then do some laundry and then get ready to do a review of Let's Go to Prison. Because I started watching that last night. I didn't finish because I went into Erie, did a whole bunch of stuff, and came back and watched Zombie Shark, and then I helped my neighbor out. So stay tuned for Let's Go to Prison. And also, I wanted to ask my buddy Cookie Monster, what do you think of this movie, Zombie Shark? Hey, my Legion, how y'all doing today? Well, this is the second part of the video, and I got a chance to finally watch the rest of the movie Let's Go to Prison. And basically, what this is this guy's this judge keeps screwing this guy over because, you know, he goes behind this judge and he automatically gets sent to jail since he was 12 years old. And this guy becomes like a hardened felon. And that's what, and he was really pissed off at this judge. And the judge sentenced to jail a whole bunch of times. And he got out of jail or prison and he wanted to get back at this guy, right? And this is a comedy, by the way. And he calls up and he says he's just reporting. He wants to know whenever the judge is available so they can watch him or they can interview him or something like that. Well, it's totally bullshit to try to get back at him. And then the lady said he passed away like 3 days ago. And he was mad. And then he found out he has a son played by Will Arnett, who's a real jerk. If you know the Will Arnett characters. And he sets him up so he'll get arrested. And what happens is he creates this foundation. He's worth a lot of money. And he treats everybody in the foundation like crap. So whenever the foundation is supposed to represent him, they completely screw up the case so he gets sent to jail. And then when he gets sent to jail, the other guy commits a crime, so he'll get put in jail with him, and he'll be his cellmate. And he pays for to be his cellmate. And what he makes his life pretty much a living hell. And I don't want to give away too much more. There's more to the movie than this. And it doesn't sound like a comedy, but it really is. And it has one of the strangest endings you'll ever see. And Let's Go to Prison was like one of those movies that came and went. If you ever remember seeing movies like independent films like Choke, no one remembers Choke, but I saw that. That was a strange one. And these are films that, you know they're probably not going to do that well. And then whenever they play at the theater, they might play for a week or two, and then they're gone forever, except to be resurrected on cable. Like Let's Go to Prison was on Comedy Central, I think. But I didn't see it there. I saw it on IFC On Demand, on Cutting Edge On Demand. And the movie's very entertaining. It's just not incredibly funny. You expect it to be funnier than it is. It's no stir crazy, but it's very entertaining. I give it an 8 out of 10. So that's my review of Let's Go to Prison. And also, after this, I have a follow-up to my Expendables because something happened. I was going to put in the other video. I forgot. And then I have like a little logo of what of Roku, of what the Roku logo goes of like a skyline. I thought it looked kind of cool on video, so I wanted to include this in the video. So I hope you liked this video of my review of Zombie Shark, which was insane. A story about helping out my neighbor, and also the review of Let's Go to Prison. So until next time, bye, please. Take care, my legion. One other thing before I end the video. It was cool. Arnold was in there, and I would think of Joey's World Tour because Arnold was said a couple times, "Get to the chopper." I was thinking Joey's World Tour always says, "Get to the chopper." Not in every video, but he says it a lot. And I was thinking just Joey's World Tour when Arnold was saying it. That was cool. All right, take care, everybody. This is pretty cool. This is like the Skylines thing on Roku. You see King Kong right there. Pretty neat. And they have other things on here. They have like a Mary Poppins. So I think this is like whenever I discovered this not too long ago. I think it's kind of neat. Little things blinking right there. I don't know how well this is captured on the camera. See, you got Roku logo right there. There's the Mary Poppins. Pretty cool. Like I said, King Kong. That is neat. Blinking.